Okay, let's go.
All right, let's talk about this. The lazy trader. It sounds kind of wrong, doesn't it? Like a recipe for disaster. But what if I told you that being lazy, and I mean the smart, efficient, strategic kind of lazy, could be the absolute best thing you ever do for your trading account? Yeah, we're about to flip that whole hustle culture thing completely on its head.
So, does this sound familiar to you? You're up before the sun, you are glued to your screen for hours, trying to watch 5 different charts at once, you're chasing every little move, and what happens at the end of the day? You're just stressed out, you're exhausted, and your account is probably even deeper in the red. It's a really frustrating cycle, and believe me, so many traders get trapped right there.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? It's the two different worlds. Over on the left, you've got the hustling trader. They're totally overwhelmed, they're reacting to everything, and they're just making one emotional decision after another. But on the right, that's the lazy trader. Calm, patient, systematic. This is the core conflict we're going to unpack.
So, let's start by digging into the problem itself. I call it the trader's hustle trap. This is where most people get stuck, because they think that more effort, more screen time, and more trades, well, that's going to magically lead to more profit. But, as we're about to see, that is a really dangerous myth.
Just picture it. Your screen is just a complete mess of indicators. You've got alerts going off left and right, news is flashing, and you're trying to process all of this at the same time. This is not focus. It's just mental chaos. Your brain is in total overdrive, drowning in noise before you've even placed a single trade.
And then it happens. You see a stock taking off without you, and that feeling, that fear of missing out, that FOMO, it just takes over. All logic goes right out the window. You ditch your plan, if you even had one to begin with, and you chase it. And where do you usually get in? Yeah, at the worst possible moment.
Okay, so that chase ends in a loss. Now what? Well, the next emotional trap is already waiting for you, the revenge trade. Now you're frustrated, you're mad at the market, and you jump right into another position. Not because it's a good setup, but because you're desperate to win back what you just lost. It's a classic downward spiral.
So let's just be real for a second. All that frantic energy, all that so-called hard work, it's not trading. It's just emotional gambling. The market doesn't reward you for trying hard, it rewards you for being precise. And this whole hustle mentality is the very thing that's clouding your judgment and bleeding your account dry.
All right, enough of the chaos. Let's completely shift gears here and talk about the solution. This is the lazy trader mindset. It's a path that leads away from all that stress and towards calm, consistent profit by doing less, but doing it right.
So this is our new definition of lazy. It has nothing to do with being sloppy or careless. Not at all. It's about being ruthlessly efficient. It means you're focused, you're intentional, and you understand that your real job isn't to be busy, it's to be profitable.
You know, this quote just nails the entire philosophy. Trading is a mental game. It's not about brute force. The second you stop trying to outwork the market and you start trying to outthink it, that's when everything starts to change.
Okay, so how do we actually put this new mindset into practice? Well, we're going to bust the 3 biggest myths that keep traders stuck in that hustle trap, and we're going to do it with 3 simple, lazy rules.
Rule number 1, less is more. We've all heard the myth, right? More action equals more profit. But the lazy reality is that more trades usually just leads to more mistakes, more stress, and yeah, more commissions for your broker. Your real edge isn't in constant action, it's in patient waiting.
Let this one really sink in for a minute. If you think your job is to trade every single day, you're going to force bad decisions. It's inevitable. But if you reframe your job as simply waiting for your specific, high-probability setup to show up, then doing nothing most of the time is actually part of the work. Patience becomes an active skill.
All right, rule number 2, preparation over prediction. So many traders think their job is to have a crystal ball, to guess what the market is going to do next. But that's a losing game. The lazy reality is that your edge comes from one thing, a repeatable, tested setup, a clear plan that you execute without emotion no matter what you think might happen next.
I love this analogy. It's just perfect. A machine gunner just sprays bullets everywhere, hoping to hit something, right? That's the hustling trader. But the sniper, the lazy trader, they wait. They wait calmly, patiently, for that one perfect shot. They save all their energy and capital for the moments that actually matter.
And our third and final rule is simply to kill the noise. The myth is that if you just consume more news, more opinions, more indicators, you'll make better decisions. But what's the reality? It just creates doubt, confusion, analysis paralysis. The lazy trader knows that clarity, not more information, is their superpower.
So how do you find that clarity? It's actually pretty simple. You simplify your chart. You unfollow all the loud gurus on social media, you limit your news intake, and most importantly, you learn to trust your own well-prepared setup over anyone else's opinion.
Now we get to the fun part, the practical stuff. This is about building your own lazy system. We're going to walk through a simple framework called the 2-hour trading day. It's designed to give you structure, protect your mental energy, and get you better results in way less time.
This whole routine is just broken into 3 easy parts. First up, preparation. You do all your analysis and make your plan before the market's chaos even starts. Second is execution. This is a focused window of time where you just act on your plan. If your setup is there, you take it. If it's not, you do nothing. Simple. And third, shutdown. You log your trades and, this is crucial, you walk away. This structure is what prevents burnout and stops those emotional decisions.
So what is this all really about? I mean, it's not just about making more money. The discipline, the patience, the systems we're building, they're all for a much, much bigger goal. The real profit we're all chasing here is freedom.
And what does that freedom actually look like? Well, sure, it's financial freedom, consistent profits without all the constant stress. But it's also time freedom, where trading finally fits into your life, not the other way around. And maybe, just maybe, the most important one is emotional freedom. That feeling of being calm, confident, and in complete control of your own actions. And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. If your trading routine feels like a prison, if it's chaining you to a screen and filling you with anxiety, you are doing it wrong. The whole point of becoming a lazy trader is to design a system that serves your ultimate goal, a life with more freedom, not less.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. Beyond the numbers in your account, what is the real reason you trade? Is it for that adrenaline rush of the hustle? Or is it for the quiet, consistent freedom that a smarter and, yeah, lazier approach can give you? Think about it.